This is the lifespan and development of Meredith Grey. Meredith Grey is a surgeon and main character on the show Grey's Anatomy. The show is on its 13th season, so it has chronicled many important events in Meredith's life. It begins with her coming out of college and starting an internship, all the way up to advancing in her career, dealing with loss, and starting a family. Meredith takes on many roles, such as mother, mentor, widow, wife, friend, and doctor. But just like everyone, her experiences and development play an important role in how she takes on her own roles. The first event in Meredith's life that is important is her decision to become a surgeon. Her mother, Ellis Gray, was a surgeon as well. She followed in her mother's footsteps and was always expected to make something of herself. This is called identity foreclosure, which is a part of Marcia's views on identity. It is when one makes a commitment but has not yet experienced a crisis. Meredith attended Dartmouth, which is very prestigious, to attain her degree to work towards becoming a surgeon. In the medical field, especially surgery, women are much less prominent. Yvette Salomon conducted a study in which she interviewed 15 women ranging from aspiring surgeons to retired surgeons. Results showed that female surgeons figured surgery as a career requiring 100% dedication, just like motherhood, although the demands of the two roles differed and consequently the roles were not discursively compatible. Many related powerfully negative experiences in which their gender had marked them out as other within surgery. Women described how they were expected to show masculine traits as surgeons and the ways to consequently become legitimate in the surgical world as a woman surgeon. Meredith faces the challenges of being a woman in the workforce, being up against men, and also trying to start a family and balance her personal life with her demanding career. However, she is able to achieve both because she becomes a mother and eventually works her way up to being chief of general surgery. She is able to bring her kids to daycare in the hospital and be proud of her choice to start a family and be a surgeon, unlike her close friend Christina Yang, who believed that career was most important. The next prominent event in Meredith's life is her insecure attachment style in regard to the relationship with her mother. The disorganized attachment style is defined as showing insecurity by being disorganized and disoriented. Ellis Gray is overbearing and expects nothing less than perfection from Meredith. Her mother tells her that she is ordinary and average, which strains their relationship. Since she was a child, Ellis always put her career as a surgeon first and Meredith second. Therefore, Meredith had trust issues and problems forming close relationships with others. A meta-analytic study was conducted by Anne-Marie Lapsey, in which they compared the outcomes of securely and insecurely attached babies. A positive combined effect for the set of studies comparing disorganized children with the secure children on externalizing behaviors would mean that across these studies the level of externalizing behaviors in disorganized children was higher than in secure children. Meredith follows this pattern because she is sexually promiscuous in early adulthood and drinks a lot due to the emotional stress from the insecure attachment with her mother. Also, Ellis is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and does not even remember Meredith at some points, making it that much harder for Meredith to accept the hardships her mother put her through. However, she is able to deal with the stress and put her mother in a nursing home. The most abuse that older adults face is from their family, followed by institutional abuse. But it seems that Ellis Gray did not have to deal with this. Here is a clip.
I'm not going to sell the house. I'm going to keep it. I'll have to get a couple of roommates, but it's home, you know? Are you the doctor? No. I'm not your doctor. But I am a doctor. What's your name? It's me, Meredith. All right.
Another event that impacts Gray's development is her marriage to Derek Shepard. Derek and Meredith were deeply in love with each other. They shared consummate love, defined as a combination of passion, intimacy, and commitment. They have been through the highest of highs and lowest of lows together. Studies show that when one is in a happy marriage, it increases overall life satisfaction and leads to better emotional health. A study conducted by Deborah Carr demonstrated that life satisfaction and experienced happiness do not differ significantly by gender. Both husbands and wives, on average, rated their general life satisfaction as a 5 out of 6. Men reported slightly more momentary happiness, but the gender difference only approached statistical significance. Consistent with prior studies of marital quality, husbands rated their marriages slightly more positively than wives, and wives were younger than husbands and less likely to report a disability, yet also reported slightly poorer health. The latter two differences were not statistically significant. It was also found that mates usually have shared values, beliefs, and lifestyles. Derek and Meredith both understand the demands of being a surgeon and working in a stressful environment. They are both rooted in the value of helping others and saving lives, making them a great couple. Adding on to Meredith and Derek's marriage, they decided to adopt a child. Zola was a baby from Africa who became one of Derek's patients. She becomes attached to him first and later becomes attached to Meredith as well. The couple became very attached to her as well and decided to legally adopt her. Transracial adoption, the placement of non-white children in white adoptive homes, has been practiced since the mid-1950s. A study conducted by Joyce Ladner shows that parents who adopt a child cross-culturally will face many of the problems common to all adoptions. Among these are genealogical bewilderment, when the child raises questions as to the identity of his birth parents and why they placed him for adoption. Some adopted children develop fantasies about their birth parents by creating idealized fictional views of what they think they are. This often occurs after the child encounters dissatisfaction with the adoptive parents. Zola asks the couple questions about why she is different and why she was adopted, so this is a challenge for Derek and Meredith. They also encounter social issues and believe that some people are racist and unaccepting of their decision to adopt outside of their race. Meredith must learn how to parent Zola differently, but no less lovingly. For example, she needs to learn how to do Zola's hair because it's different than hers. Dr. Bailey helps her out with this. The last event I'm covering in Meredith's life is Derek's death, therefore making Meredith become a widow. This is a heartbreaking clip of Meredith breaking the news to her children shortly after Derek died.
Hey guys. Hey. Where's Daddy? Is he here? Remember Daddy was driving in his car? Yeah. Is he coming home soon? No, he was in an accident. Oh. Is he hurt? He was. Are the doctors fixing him? Is he going to surgery?
It's hyperkalemic. Nausea.
I want to have a black bar.
Nervous maps.
Barely anything. No, I can't fix him. Then you should go in there and fix him. You fix everyone. So I can't fix him. Why?
After Derek died, Meredith retreated and had to deal with grief in her own way. She left work, took her children, and went to a beach to have time to think and reflect. No one heard from her for months. Research shows that the death of a spouse is rated as among the most stressful life event that humans face, and yet it is a common occurrence in the lives of midlife and older women. Almost one-half of women over the age of 65 years old are widowed. Major life events, such as widowhood, are also associated with a disturbance in one's normal routine, including participation in health behaviors, and an increase in stress. A recent meta-analysis found that total life events, as well as the death of significant others, were associated with higher levels of depressive symptoms. Meredith was very stressed because she was pregnant with Derek's child, and Derek never got to meet his unborn child. This also caused severe depression within Meredith, explaining why she retreated. It was hard for Meredith to return back to normal life after this event, and even harder for her to imagine dating someone else other than Derek. This is the final event that impacted Meredith's life. Thank you for listening.